Hi, my name is Jennifer Plumb Tam, and I am the author of a book about doctors with codependency. This is a book about my own journey through codependency and into the rooms of the 12-step group of Codependents Anonymous, and how it led me to a restoring transformation in my life. In this book, I will explore the intersection between codependency, being a practicing physician, vulnerability, and how sharing is the access to recovery and transformation. I will also explore how the unraveling that occurred in my life was necessary to gain the awareness and insight I so desperately needed to begin my climb up from the bottom and into my recovery from codependency. I was inspired to write this book because over the last 10 years, while navigating what was at times a very painful path, I came to realize that the discovery that I was codependent and the opening up of myself to recovery as part of the 12-step fellowships of Codependents Anonymous allowed me to come back to myself, to the true, authentic Jenny I was at my core, and I wish that for anyone who might feel similar to how I did. Another big inspiration for this book was to share how the discovery and transformation empowered me to begin to break the cycle of codependency and generational trauma for my greatest loves, the loves of my life, my sons, my two beautiful sons, my nieces, and my nephew, so they might not suffer as much throughout their lives, careers, and relationships. In this book, I will share the personal details of my trek step by step into the rooms and through the 12 steps of Codependents Anonymous. I will share insights from my personal journey, as well as those from others, and the resources, many of which I utilized through this difficult but extremely rewarding journey in order to grow and evolve. I will share how the events that led to this book and to the writing of this book led me to realize that life's most important lessons and opportunities for growth and transformation have come to me through this very journey into the rooms from the fellowship I've gained there and in my ongoing recovery, which for me will be lifetime. I will share how the 12 steps also allowed me to embrace my own vulnerability in my personal life as well as in my work as a physician, and how, as a result, I began to be able to view life through a whole new lens, one where I took care of my own needs and wants first, put on my oxygen mask before I put on anyone else's, and how transformationally powerful this was on every level and in every arena of my life. My hope for this book is that it will help readers to discover their own vulnerability and how doing so can bring joy and growth into their life. Another hope I have is that it will bring more awareness around codependency for anyone who reads it, but especially for physicians and other healthcare workers if they recognize codependent traits and/or patterns in themselves, and that they will then seek out resources for themselves, many of which I will share in this book. This is a book for doctors, especially women doctors who might identify with these traits, those who love doctors, such as the spouse of a doctor, children of doctors, the sibling of doctors, or a friend of a doctor. But most importantly, anyone who will be a patient of a doctor at any point in their life, which is pretty much everyone. My name is Jenny, and I'm a grateful recovering codependent and the author of Doctors Anonymous, a codependent doctor and her transformation.